Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, I want to share this node tree that created this basic fence. So I actually started from just something like this. You can see it's kind of making something that looks like a fence. And I decided, okay, I want to add a bit of randomizations with the angle. So this part is still kind of basic, no details. It could have been more complex, but anyway, I'm gonna share with you. So with the fence, there are many ways you can approach this, but I know you can actually add more details. But for now, we gonna stick with the basic first. I might actually continue with this in the future. So here I actually started with a circle. So you can start with anything. You can actually try using a grease pencil, for example. But circle, keep it simple. And I actually have this, of course, seed randomizations because I have this noise displace that's displacing it in the X and Y, not in the Z. And then I have this setup that I've done many times. The whole thing of this is to add more details or less details. So more or less fence depends. And that's of course created the placement, kind of like the matrix placement for this cube or this box of wood, which actually I created by using plane. So plane, I flip the normal and I solidify, so I can actually have this. I can actually randomize the height as well, if I'm not wrong. So we have 75 of this fence stick. If I randomize the number here, maybe, oh, actually, in this case, it doesn't seem to work, so don't worry about that. So this thing, solidify, this thing actually can just be a cylinder, I think. If I use a cylinder, actually, instead of the wood, that will work as well. So now we have like a stick fence, even simpler. And the stick fence maybe need to be a little bit higher or lower. Maybe I need to turn off center. Okay. And with this guy, I'm sure that I can use random number. There you go. So a little bit of randomizations. It feels more natural. So the person who made this must be actually he doesn't like to make everything equal, so it just randomize it a little bit. Okay, so that's that stick. So the rest of them is actually just bevel curve with some metrics and line, because I can actually control this. Let's see. So depending on how you set it up, I mean, so you can have 4 or 5 or 6. You could always randomize this a little bit if you want to do it very quickly with bevel curve, I think. So this is of course a circle that's been beveled over a curve. Curves coming from this guy. We can randomize a little bit in maybe in Z axis. X and Y, maybe a little bit more in the Z axis. So if you actually bake this now, so there are two. Oh, this one I haven't mass joined it. So with something like this, you can see you end up with a lot of objects. For now, it's probably all right, but you might want to mesh join it. So two different part of this fence. So this is probably something that you can find in a village or something. So it's just made of wood or bamboo sticks. It's not very strong. This is much more improved and well designed. This one, yeah, a lot of different type of fence. Very interesting. All right, so yeah, that's actually how I created this. This can be improved, like I said. You can actually design maybe a fence like this, and then you use edge adaptive to make it adapt to the design. This is from the top view, and then you just adapt this directly. You can do that. And with the fence, you can also add details where you can play around with the math functions to get more shapes. And this kind of thing is actually useful if you want to make your own kind of like Jurassic Park. I got this thing from, let's see, Spinosaurus from Sketchfab. There you go. That's why you you make procedural fence. You can put dinosaurs inside it. Put it in isolations. All right. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.